Everybody, today I want to talk about divorce and buying and selling real estate. So in the last 16 years that I've been licensed, I've come across this at least once or twice a year where we have divorce situations where the new spouse that's moved out wants to buy new property for themselves or their new spouse, whatever. What happens a lot of times in these situations is one of the spouses will keep the house that they did have together, and that's fine. And then the other spouse, what happens a lot is they will sign a quitclaim deed, giving up their rights to that property. But what doesn't happen a lot of times is they don't get themselves off the mortgage that the person keeping the house is. The person that keeps the house has to refinance that mortgage into just their name. So if you're in the divorce, you're the person leaving, sign your quitclaim deed, quitclaim rights away. You must ensure that they refinance and get it off of your name. If not, you're still legally obligated to pay for a piece of property that you have no ownership in, which is a terrible situation. That also keeps you potentially from buying your next property, because now that old property is going to show up on your credit report and raise your debt to income ratio so high that you possibly can't buy now, because you would at that point have two mortgages on your credit report. So if you sign a quitclaim deed, make sure that they have refinanced and taken it out of your name, and only in their name. And here's the thing, here's what happens a lot is they have a divorce decree, they go in front of the judge, it's all agreed on. The court tells them that they have to refinance into their name. And a lot of times people try to do that, but they don't have enough income to support that loan for just them, right? So it's declined, and they never actually refinance it out of the spouse's name that left. So, and a lot of times that spouse that left doesn't even know this. They assume because they signed their rights away, the judge told them they had to do this, that was taken care of. And sometimes those people try to do that, it just didn't happen because of their approval. They tried, but they weren't approved at that amount or rate or whatever. So main thing is, what you don't want to happen is you go to buy your new house to then realize that you're still in the old house. Just know that you can't sign the quitclaim deed until you're sure that you're off the mortgage, because you absolutely do not want to be financially obligated for a large mortgage on a house that you have no rights to. So if you're getting divorced, please watch this, learn from this. I've unfortunately seen this play out way too many times in my career. And even though people have attorneys and things like that, it's just not explained really well. I think they assume they've read everything, they've signed off on it, everybody understands it. And I know, being from a divorce myself, there's a part of you that just wants to move on really fast, right? I just want to get all this behind me, whatever I got to do. But they don't slow down enough to really take care of one of these really, really important parts of the separation. So if you have any questions about this, call me. Would love to help you with it. But no off the deed, but make sure you're off the mortgage.